What's up, enemies?
What's up, enemies?
What's up, enemies? Today, going to be bringing you... What's up, enemies? I'm Lee J, and today, going to be bringing you another episode in our Team of Tanks series. In this episode, I'll be showing you my English bronze tank team in a 4-4-2 formation. It cost me just over about 100 grand, so I hope you enjoy it. In goal, we've got Yalal, who's a solid shot stopper, to say the least. He's very acrobatic, actually. I mean, there's not many shots that actually get past him. He's got great reflexes as well, so those, like, there was one time where they'd whip the ball in, and they did an acrobatic shot, and it was almost definitely going in, and basically just stuck his hand up and stopped it. So he's a bit of an animal in goal, and I do recommend him. But for 4 grand, he's definitely worth it. Centre backs, well, we've got Osborne coming in at 20 grand. The pace, he's all about the pace, to be honest. My 2 centre backs, Osborne, and you'll find out the other one in a second. They're basically in there for pace and height as well. Pace and height, lethal combination for a centre back. And he's also netted 2 goals for me, which is pretty good. So he's a bit of an attacking defender, comes up for corners and stuff. The other centre back is Pearce. Pearce is in there for the same reasons. It says 29 shot, but I actually scored a 30-yard goal with him. So I think it was either fluky or that's not the right stat. Pace and height, 80 pace, 6'2". He's also scored 2 goals for me, and he hasn't actually got a card for me yet, which is quite surprising considering Forbes, who you might have seen when I was selecting Pearce, he's actually banned and he's been sent off about 3 times. But we'll find out later how many red cards he's actually got. Right back, we've got Nana. Yes, Nana. His name on here is Offori. My friends who support Cobblers will correct me on that. But yeah, Nana, he's basically in there for pace. My team is a bit of a pace-abusing squad, to be honest. And in my last game that I've played, he actually scored his first goal for the club. So congratulations, Nana. He's very strong as well. Not many challenges that he loses out on. If we go on to the other side, left back, we've got Daniels from Bournemouth, who's a bit of a nutter. Okay, there isn't much to select from for left backs, English bronze wise. There's only Daniels and my other left back. In there for pace. He's quite an attacking defender. I'll give him that. For some reason he starts running, like he comes up ahead of my left mid sometimes, which is a bit off-putting. But he does his job, which I like. I like that. I'll take that. Left mid. Well, the big boy Weston, 9 grand, but he's definitely worth it. He is so dense, he is so solid, and the pace is unbelievable. I mean, it says he's 5'11" there, but when he's on the pitch, he looks like he's 6'2". He's an absolute tank. I mean, anything, I'll just like LBY it over to the left side, and he'll charge down, chase it, win it, tackle the man if he loses it, and he's a very, very solid left mid. I very, very, very recommend him that you get him. And he scored 7 goals as well in 20 games, which is pretty good for a left mid. We flip to the other side, right mid, Taylor, 4-star skills. The only thing that lets him down is 5'6". That's not really... he's the smallest guy in the team, and I don't like that about a right mid. So that's why I normally play Powell there, because he's a bit flaky, Taylor. But the 4-star skills makes up for it. makes up for his height, I suppose. You know, very tricky winger to deal with my opponents. Centre mid, we've got Lines. This Sheffield Wednesday version. I'm very disappointed that there's no MK Dons version yet, even though his price will probably be at least double the price of what the Sheffield Wednesday version is. 6'2", it's solid. I mean, he'll, like, anything that's lofted over in midfield, he'll always get his nugget on it. 4-star weak foot, which is absolutely incredible because, I mean, shoot with either foot and he's got a lethal long shot. I'm not sure what that is. I'll try and check it out for you, what his in-game stat for long shots are, but it's pretty good. And 73 pace and 70 passing. So he's very quick. Well, he's reasonably quick for a centre mid, and his pace, his distribution is phenomenal. Other centre mids, it's probably Morrison in the first team actually. Ravel Morrison. It says he got 51 heading, but the amount of headers that he's scored for me, I know it says he's only scored 4 goals, but 4 of those have been headers. And 5'9", his jumping to get up to those headers is absolutely fantastic. I mean, if you ask Mr. Fostronic HD, there was this one goal that I crossed over. It was he classes it as the impossible goal. It was back post, and Ravel Morrison, he jumped a ridiculous amount and somehow netted it in. And his pace as well, so he's pretty tricky customer to deal with. Dribbling, passing, great stats there. Striker, we've got Westcar on the left striker. 6 foot and a massive animal. I mean, if you look at his goal scoring record there, 25 goals in 18 appearances, but like with all the people that have owned him, 119 in 130, that is fantastic. That's better than fantastic. That's very fantastic, yes. 88 pace, so his strength as well, because he's 6 foot, he's just an absolute animal. I mean, anything that goes in front of him, you just expect him to win it. And that's what he does. His heading as well, that's the only disappointing thing about him. It's like, I use my wingers to cross it into him, and it's almost definite goal when it's on his head, but he just cannot finish headers. He cannot. That's the only bad thing about Westcar I can possibly think of. The other striker, we're going to have Jordan Slew. Yeah, the 91 pace says it all, really. 6'3" as well, so he's almost like the twin of Westcar, because he's an absolute boss. It says 58 shooting, but I mean, anything. If you click B near the goal, it's just going to go in. It's always going to go in with him. It's just so scripted, and usually I get scripted against, but I'm scripting this time. So there's a lot of BS goals with him. With all the people who have owned him, you can see again he's got a great scoring record, 63 in 68. Which is fantastic. Okay, moving on to the bench. Got a lot of... Alright, okay, we'll just search bronzes. Yeah, Jenkins. He's a bit of an animal. He's the perfect replacement for Morrison when Morrison's fitness is down. He actually scores quite a few goals as well. He plays almost in the Juan Mata role, even though it's a 4-4-2 formation. He plays like Juan Mata, just like sitting back, receiving, and when the attackers, defenders are coming for him, he'll just pick the pass perfectly. Oh, bit of alliteration there. Picks the pass perfectly to the man, and it's usually Slew, and Slew will just put it away nicely. Okay, Clark. It says he's got 80 pace, but he seems a lot quicker. He's a very well built player. His strength, he's yet to score, but his strength is great. Like anything that's on the right side, you think, oh, he's going to beat me, and then you get Clark, the big boy, running to tackle him and just barge him out of the way. Nice little shoulder barge, which is always nice to see. Daniel Powell, my personal favourite bronze right mid, he's fantastic. His height, 6'2", his legs, his very, very long legs, he'll just skip past anyone as if they're not there. I mean, you guys know how, well, you guys who have played with him know how OP he is. He's just, he's such a beast. I mean, anything on his left foot, any foot, it's not just left foot and right foot, even though it says 3-star weak foot. Anything on either foot, it's just going to go in. Always going to go in. We'll speed this up a bit. Flinders, okay. I had, who did I have before? I had some really crap bronze player before, and I paid quite a bit for it, and it was like £4,000 for a sub goalkeeper, and he was absolutely crap on his first game. He conceded like 10 and 2, and that's not just my defending, he was actually awful. But Flinders is a lifesaver. He is actually brilliant. I want the informed version of him, but not at the price it is. I think it was like £200,000 last time I checked, so I don't really fancy paying that. But he is a fantastic keeper, so I imagine he's a bit of a boss. Sub-striker, Emile Sinclair. He's pretty good. He's got a good scoring record. Well, amazing scoring record. But he's not one of my favoured strikers. The two that are on at the minute are my favourite. Don't get me wrong, he's a good player, but amazing player. Scores goals, but he's not really my cup of tea. I prefer the other two. We've got Widowson, another Cobblers keeper. Another Cobblers player in the lineup. They're just so pacey. 25 shot. Yeah, he's just in there for the pace. Who else have we got? Got Forbes, who, like I said earlier, he's banned, and it says he's only got one red card, but I'm pretty sure he had more. Obviously not. Pace and height again, 17 shot, which is disappointing, but then again, he's a centre-back, so you can't really expect much. And the last player is Dimon Tagnak, another Cobblers player. 5'10", pace. Basically, this team has pace written all over it. Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed this the squad builder, guys. If we could get 8 likes, that would be brilliant. If you've got any suggestions on any squad builders, I'll be willing to take them up and make it on another episode of Team of Tanks. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Cheers, guys.